Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Holiness Lord Govinda Swami Maharaja ki. His disappearance there is the same day with His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada disappearance, which is a good sign. That is a good sign of His Holiness. One's bed, the time of bed, place of bed, the family of bed has significance. It also has effect in our own life. Astrologically, when Chitamapu appeared, Damodara Chakravarti, look at the astrologist. This is the Supreme God. The time he appeared, this is Supreme God. So it's sure. So Srila Govinda Maharaj disappearance is very auspicious. The same day with His Divine Grace, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And when you look at his teachings, I have read all his books as far as the written books are concerned. I have read all his books and lectures many times because of the content. Many people, they speak philosophy. I will give an example many times. Devanath Pandit, he spoke Bhagavatam, but he doesn't have substance. Himself doesn't feel anything. Only empty people like him will appreciate the grammar that he speaks. But when a pure devotee like Srila Pandit had the Bhagavatam, he fell unconscious. Something he did not feel. That's the difference. When we are speaking something which is different from what we are. So the Govinda Maharaj teachings, his lectures, they are coming from his pure heart. So it has a powerful effect on those who hears him. But Special Master appreciated him. When Govinda Maharaj came to Nigeria, Gurudev was not there. And he came after. So he asked me, how do I feel about this? I said it was powerful. He said yes. It's powerful. He's a pure devotee. Like Social Master said, he's a pure devotee. And if he asks me, if there are pure devotees in this con, I will say yes, and I will call him. First person I will call will be him, Lord Govinda Maharaj. And I can say anywhere, even where people doesn't like him, I will tell them that he's a pure devotee. I'm ready to say that, anywhere. Because he is a pure devotee. I have associated with so many devotees from the top to the bottom. I have listened to so many lectures, many people. From the fortune that I have, I can identify empty teaching, philosophy, and I can identify a teaching which has substance. It's hearing, listening. He's an acharya. He's a powerful acharya. His teachings, like we had today, the Puri king does not offer obeisance to somebody. but he offered obeisances to him. That was he was not indoctrinized to do that. He is not a disciple. But the purity is the force. That he could recognize that this is a pure devotee. He offered him obeisance, which is against the principle of a king and his category. He did that. And the journalist asked him why he did that. He said, he's a pure devotee. That's what he did. He have never done that to somebody, but he did to Govinda Maharaj for his purity. It is said that by the fruit, one can know a tree. By listening to him, we can understand the level, the protection he gave to Hare Krishna devotees, but many people were envious and didn't get anything from him. They are the devotees who made him to feel very, very disgusted with the whole thing. He left because he's not satisfied with the situation. His Srila Bhakti Maharaj also left because he was not satisfied with many things. Divorces in ISKCON is a big problem. The Gurudev is not happy with it. Women and children abused, not protected. Gurudev don't like this. He's very, very disturbed by this. The superficial devotional service that many devotees are following, Gurudev is very much against this. And Govinda Maharaj has the same principle. He doesn't like the politics which is being played. He said we came in the beginning pretending to be good devotee. After a few years, become politicians. Instead of becoming a devotee, now we are politicians. Become crooked. So a pure devotee will be very, very uncomfortable with environment where people are supposed to practice loving each other. But opposite is the case. A pure devotee will be very, very uncomfortable in an environment like that. 2 years ago in Vrindavan, I attended his ceremony. And one of his godbrothers was speaking. And he said something against Maharaj. So I want to defend him. It's philosophical. Govinda Maharaj said that to practice Krishna consciousness to purity requires a certain kind of body, like Indian body, which is more conducive for Krishna consciousness. So his godbrother didn't feel happy with that. For him, he was thinking this is discrimination. He said Prabhupada didn't say this. So I looked at him when he was speaking. So I said, I am comfortable with it. So why? Why are you comfortable with that? Prabhupada didn't say that. So in our scripture, when a practitioner, anyone, all of us who are practicing Krishna consciousness, when they attain perfection, in the 10th canto of Bhagavatam, you will appear in the planet where Krishna is having his person at that time. You will not go back directly to Godhead. You will go to meet with Krishna where he is having his person. Which body will use that? Which body is that? I'm asking you. I told you it's philosophical. We have to understand our philosophy. Which body is that? A gopi, and a gopa. Which body? Is it black body? Is white body? Which body? Tell me. Please tell me.
Indian body.
So is that discrimination or is it a fact? But because you don't understand our scripture, that's why we have problem. So you'll be born as a gopi, a gopa. When you look at the picture of gopa, how does it look like? The gopi or a gopa? How does the body look like? So what he says is wrong. It's not a discrimination. That is how it's going to be. So, Krishna, how does Krishna look like? Huh? Australian? German? Yeah? So he is not discriminating. If he's I've seen many devotees, senior devotees. Something I have said many times, that 80% of Hare Krishna devotees are on the body. Right from the top to down, on the body. We look at you, look at the dhoti wears. Where's your sari? We're not the same. Devotees have this in their mind, dealings. Srila Guru Govinda Maharaja, like a proper deed, everywhere he goes, everywhere he has visited, it's the same teaching he has everywhere. The same teaching. He never feels this useless people, let me not talk to them. The same teaching he has everywhere. Listen to his lecture he has given in all over the places he has visited. The same. Because he sees the spiritual. That's what he sees. There's one Indian sannyasi. When he came to Nigeria, he wanted to wash his feet, he refused. But he stays in his disciples who are Indians, but they wash his feet, they accepted. In the temple, he refused. Guru Govinda Maharaj came, the same temple, but we wash his feet. Who is discriminating? Who is discriminating? Guru Govinda Maharaj or the other person? So, looking at the two of them, who will you consider to be pure devotee? One who is looking at their body, or one who is looking at their soul? Which one? That is Guru Govinda Maharaj. He was free. He was free. Completely free. When he visited, that time we don't have many facilities when he came. So we called one devotee who has a car to take him to the next temple he was going to visit. The car broke down on the way. And it took some time to fix it. We didn't make arrangement to go and rent a hotel and keep him there for the time they're fixing. He stayed there on the roadside. He stayed there on the roadside, waiting for the vehicle to be fixed. But Srila also does the same. He does that. Even sometimes he was pushing the car when he go down the road. He was waiting there until we fixed the car. But I was restless, feeling very bad. And when we got the car fixed, and we went to the next temple, I said, Maharaj, please, we're very sorry for all the inconveniences. He said, eh? Maharaj, we're very sorry. Eh? What inconvenience? I said, yeah, we spent a long time on the way, the car broke down. So why are you thinking about that? Forget it. Think about Krishna. Forget it. He didn't just say it there to pacify us and say it somewhere. He didn't do that. He didn't say it somewhere. We do that sometimes. For you, I can say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, thank you very much. You people are very nice, the devotees were nice. I'll visit you again. When I go to the next temple, I'll say, I will never go to that place again. They didn't take care of me. The prasad they gave me, you can even give it to the dogs. So not that he just say forget it here and then go and tell someone outside. No, I listened to the lecture he gave after that in different places. Even the year he left the body, from Nigeria he came. It was the last visit he came from Nigeria here, and so we were still talking about his visit when the news came that no. He left from there and came here. The next week we heard that he's left the body. No. How is that? He didn't speak about, I went to a certain place, no more facility. Nothing. He only spoke about Krishna consciousness as pure as he could. So I listened to the lecture he gave after that, when he arrived. He did say something. Oh, they are very simple people. That's what he said. That's what he said. I was surprised when he did that. I was in anxiety, but he was peaceful. He was peaceful. This is nothing. Material world, what do you expect? That's what he saw. He saw material world. He didn't see individual thing situation. He sees the material world. It is like this. This is a practical experience we had with him, what he did as a devotee that I saw. Not something he did somewhere. This way with him. This was after that I started reading all his books. Because of the lectures he gave there, I was attracted, deeply attracted. Attracted to his teachings. It attracted me, seriously. So, and once on the safari, I was preaching tour, and I narrated a person. One devotee came to me and asked me after that, do you usually read Gour Maharaj books? I said yes. Yeah, because when we were narrating the story, I was remembering him. Because I had it from him, the person I had from him, and I was narrating. See, from him I had. The devotee who is accustomed to his teaching, he knew that I was speaking from what he has heard. And most of my lectures is like this, the things he has spoken. He is free from politics. 100% free. So I feel very happy to hear about his glories. How Srila Prabhupada sent him to Bhubaneswar. Srila Prabhupada didn't want to. If you watch, you see that Prabhupada did not open temple in Jagannath Puri. Yes. He was not happy with the. Yes, you're not happy with it, so he didn't open there. Even Bhuvaneshwari, he didn't want it also, because Bhuvaneshwari is part of Jagannath Puri. So he was not happy with this. It was with difficulty he accepted. And he sent the Gour Maharaj there. No money, no books, nothing. Nothing. Only the instruction. Go and take the land. The land was donated, and it was there for years because he had no interest. It was there undeveloped for years. Until the lady who donated spoke about it. So he has to send Maharaj to go there. The time he went, that place was like a Juhu that time. It was the hideout for thieves. Where the temple is now, it was a hideout. That is where thieves, this is a highway. And thieves hide there with other animals, scorpions and the snakes and things. But they went there. And he was very peaceful in staying there and manifested the temple which we have now. That is how you know a first-class disciple. A first-class disciple hear from the spiritual master, and he will carry the instruction on his head. Carrying the instruction on the head means he will execute it. He will do it. He did. And he traveled extensively preaching Christian consciousness tirelessly. He is, let me use the word, innocent. If you look at him very carefully, he's innocent like a baby. But when you hear his voice, thunder. It is thunder. Yes, thunder. He is not struggling to speak. He speaks fluently. That's why you can see he is speaking 2 hours and lecture have no end. He's not looking at time. He's speaking freely from the heart. He's flowing. So he flows with the Krishna Katha. That is Govinda Maharaj. Such a wonderful devotee. Mrs. S. One thing you can use to detect a pure devotee. One of the qualities you see that is very common with the pure devotee, you see that he is easily blasphemed, easily criticized. Many people very easily criticized and blasphemed. He has that nature. If his godbrothers are not happy because he was exposing them. In Kali Yuga, if you defeat a person, he'll be envious of you, be angry. Satya Yoga, if you defeat a person, he will become your disciple. In Kali Yuga, if you defeat a person, he will be your enemy. He won't take your shelter. That's the difference. So he was speaking boldly the pure philosophy of Krishna, pure as it is. And he knows the Shastras. He knows the Shastras very, very deeply, very deeply. Part of the reason why I can speak in any subject is because I've read all his books about different things, how he deal with what is that? Household ashrams and the varieties. I read all from him. There are 2 books about marriage. Yes, Banasham. 2 books. I read them back and so I deal with any subject because of it. So it's my strength. It's my favorite, my favorite in Krishna consciousness. So this is like Govinda Maharaj. We are fortunate to have a person like that in our movement, in our tradition. We should be grateful to Krishna, grateful to him. Sanatana Goswami said, in Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, they, out of compassion, they will select one person to come here. And then they are supporting him from there. He's not alone. She is one of that person that was sent here, and they are supporting him from there. He can speak happily, joyfully, with all his with all his energy, with all his heart. He's speaking a clear, pure Krishna consciousness from his heart, without any inconvenience, and he used to it. When he offers obeisances, he doesn't have strength to get up. He said, you have to carry him up. But when he sits, it's a thunder. And he has his style of the style that he presents his philosophy. He would take one person in that class, and you become the object of him. Lagos, he picked one devotee. The devotee, he asked him a question. I want to go back to Godhead. He said, I want to go back to Godhead. Yes, I want to go back to Godhead. Cheetah! You're a cheetah! Cheetah! Krishna said, Bahu Janma. He said, Krishna said, Bahu Janma. And you want to go back to Godhead doing one time. Cheetah! You're a cheetah! So the whole class, he was cheating. So the next class, the devotee went and sat at the back. so he chanted Jaya Radha Madhava. The devotee was sitting there, thinking that he has escaped. So when he finished recited the verse and finished everything, he read all the purport. Where is Amsul? That was the name of the devotee. Hey, Mr. Amsul, cheetah, come here. Come here. He called him from there. Come here, sit here. Cheetah. You cannot escape him. Very, very sweet and humorous. So to speak the philosophy with substance, it has that ability, has that quality, has that purity. We speak with substance. That is why a true bona fide speaker does not address the intellect. Many ISKCON lectures are here. Many. A bona fide speaker addresses the heart, not the intellect. Govinda Maharaja is here, not here. Here, you will not get purified. You remain empty. Here, you get purified. So he gave the message which is to the heart, for purification. And those who are empty, they are envious of him. It is natural. It is natural. You cannot find one single pure devotee who had come here that the whole world will worship him and accept him. You cannot find. You must see some fault. Like I said, very easily. Very easily. Why very easy to find fault, to criticize and blaspheme a pure devotee? It's because of their simplicity. You can't do that with arrogant and tyrant. You cannot do that. But it's because they're simple, so you can easily find fault. You can say, oh, see the way you sit. You can't tell the cancer like that. Yes. You can tell a Brahmana like that. Just a devotee, you can say the way and he won't take offense. Even Indra cannot tell Kamsa that. So because of their simplicity, they are very simple and straightforward, so people can easily find fault with it, especially in Kali Yuga. So we should watch. When you see a devotee that is easily criticized, easily blasphemed, especially by those who are not following, you should know this person is a pure devotee, should be careful with him. Srila Govinda Maharaja ki Jai. Hare Krishna.